I want you to tell me the very first things that you see or the first impressions that you have as you begin to understand where you are and what is happening around you. Tell me, what do you see or feel in this new space?
We feel open. There are no barriers, no walls. We can
Mhm.
make the matter into anything we want.
So, does that mean that your energy is open? Are you not confined to a body?
Yes, we move
Mhm.
freely. It's nice to just move,
And what is our purpose in this lifetime?
to explore, to find what other worlds exist, take on the shapes of things that we have seen
Interesting. So when you say take on the shapes of things that we've seen, how do we do that?
at will.
Mm.
It is fun.
Do we take on physical form of things?
We can, if we
Mm.
like them.
Interesting. What are some of the places that we saw?
We did not name them, we just remember them.
Mm. Do we remember them now in this incarnation?
Um, there's so many, some of them are so far away. You like the ocean. You like the ocean. You like
Mm.
to look like the water from the other world.
What does the water in the other world look like?
It's shiny, it's clear, sometimes blue, sometimes green.
Beautiful. So the purpose in this lifetime is just to explore and discover and see things.
Yes, to know more than what we know, to
Mm,
realize there's so much more than ourselves.
I see. And when we take on physical form, do we just do it for a short time or do we reside in that world for a while?
We go home, we take the form that we feel like taking,
Mm,
but we always know who we are.
interesting. So where is our home?
It's far away, the edge of everything.
Mm,
It was the beginning, but now it is so far.
mm. You say the beginning, so like the beginning of creation and time or existence itself.
Yes, you could call it that.
So does that mean our souls are very, very old?
Yes, we have seen a lot.
Interesting.
We like to see, but we do not like to interfere.
So we visit like different planets and different species and learn about them. See,
Yes,
mm,
one touch, that's all we need.
one touch.
One
What do
touch,
we touch?
anything.
And is that how we take on the form of something is to touch it?
Yes, then we become it,
Mm,
but still ourselves.
interesting. And how do we travel? Do we travel in something or is it
No, we travel as ourselves.
just energy through space?
Yes, hard to see.
Interesting. And was there any trauma or anything accumulated from these traveling lives? Or is it all a positive experience and a learning experience?
It is good, sometimes sad. We
Mm.
cannot save them all.
So we witnessed some sad things happening.
Yes, but that is their nature.
Mhm. I see. Does that incarnation have anything to do with this incarnation currently?
No, too far away.
When we were doing this traveling, were there other souls with us or was it just the two of us?
Sometimes, sometimes they wanted to go with us. Sometimes they wanted to go by themselves.
Mm. But we traveled a lot together.
Yes, we saw many places, many things.
What was one of our favorite places that we saw?
It was a nice planet. Not much life, much water. We danced on the water, running around the planet.
Beautiful. Sounds fun.
I liked it. You liked it because of the water.
So you said my favorite is to be water. What is your favorite?
To be free.
Free from any bodies or anything.
Yes, go where I want and do as I want. No physical form unless I wanted to.
And how long did we do this for?
For a long time, time has no limit.
And these were pretty early on in the evolution of our souls.
Yes, did not have much with us. We were free.
You say we didn't have much with us.
Yes,
Mhm.
just ourselves.
When you say that, do you mean like karma?
Yes, karma.
I see. Is it still possible to have incarnations like that now?
No, some darkness stays each turn.
I see. Okay. What is the most important day that we had in that incarnation or that lifetime?
Sad day, we found Earth.
And what happened when we found Earth?
The sad, seeing all the sadness, the darkness.
And what was happening on Earth when we found it?
Others, like us, dumped their darkness. They would try
Mm,
to leave it behind.
I see. So in the past, you had said that we got lost in this lifetime. What did you mean by we got lost?
I was sad. I wanted to save them, but you knew you could not save them.
I knew.
Yes,
And how did you try to save them?
by staying.
And becoming a human?
I wanted to see why all the darkness was here.
Did that result in you getting stuck here?
Yes, I forgot how to let go.
Mm. Have you been incarnating on Earth ever since then?
Yes, it's too hard to let go.
I see. Have I incarnated on Earth ever since then as well?
You try, but it is hard because of the darkness.
So do we sometimes take a break from Earth and incarnate on other planets? Or you
You
said
still,
you only incarnate on Earth?
yes, you still travel. You're free.
Oh, I do.
Yes.
Is there anything that I can do to help you get free from Earth darkness?
No, it is a losing battle.
So is the reason that your soul is stuck here on Earth have to do with karma and darkness just being carried over from lifetime after lifetime?
Yes, I did not let it go.
Is it possible to learn how to let it go now?
Maybe. It's been so long
What would be the best way for you to be able to do that? What would it take in order for that to happen?
to erase the memory of Earth.
Erase the memory of Earth and you?
Yes, to let go. You have to forget.
Interesting. That seems like that would be an incredibly difficult thing to do.
Yes, it is sad.
So what is the alternative? You just continue to incarnate here forever?
Yes, until the darkness takes over.
Will the darkness take over?
Eventually, yes.
What about this new Earth that they are discussing about the Earth raising vibration and jumping dimensions? Is that something that is going to be happening?
Only if more souls help. It's too much darkness.
Where does the darkness come from?
The humans, they enable the darkness. They broke the balance
How did they do that?
by thinking they were more than what they were.
There's a big shift of souls trying to come to Earth to try to fix this. Will they be successful?
If their intentions are pure, yes.
Is it the kind of thing, though, that we've heard that people that don't raise their vibration to match the jump will be left on an old Earth that will be consumed by the darkness, like you're talking about?
Yes, and they will try to keep the light.
Does your soul desire to disconnect from Earth and move on? Or do you desire to stay on Earth and continue to fight this fight?
I want to save them.
So, do you come here with the intention of trying to help raise the vibration and make it with a better place? Is
Yes,
that's how you try to save them?
I want to get rid of the darkness. I want to put the balance back.
And how do you try to do that?
I forget each life is darker and darker.
Because of things that happened in the previous lives?
Yes, the balance it is too hard to restore.
Mm. Is that because of the many lifetimes as other darker entities? Did you rack up like dark karma?
Yes, tried to save them and it got worse.
How did that happen? How did you try to save them and it get worse?
I tried to become like them, to understand them.
I
It did
see.
not work.
Did you end up falling into the same traps that they fell into?
Yes, I got too close.
I see. So, is there anything that you can do to turn this around now? I mean, you can't be just stuck here forever. There has to be some sort of solution, right?
I was too close to the ground. Now,
What do you,
now
what
I'm
is?
just like them. It is easy to get stuck here. You lose the
Are,
light and the darkness takes over.
mm, so is that like people that you see that are really negative or bad, maybe killers and things like that? Is that the case with them?
Yes, their balance, it is so far gone.
And their souls are allowed to continue to incarnate here?
They have no choice. They
Mm.
cannot go anywhere else.
Oh, is Earth like a hell incarnation? Like, because it's so dark and heavy,
It was not supposed to be.
but it is.
Yes, that is what it has become.
It just seems like there should be a way to be able to break the connection if a soul wants to disconnect from Earth. It seems like there should be some way for that to happen.
They have to forget. They have to believe everything.
And how would they do that?
I've forgotten how.
Is someone able to teach you or show you how to remember? If we do some research and find out.
Maybe, maybe in your soul will still remember.
So, who decides that you have to continue to incarnate here? Do you make that decision with your spirit team and guides?
I make that decision.
Oh,
I have no one else.
does that mean that you have soul contracts with anyone?
No, I just cannot go too far. Just stay close to Earth. It's hard to leave
Once you're finished with this incarnation, your soul has to still stay close to Earth.
unless I remember how to leave everything behind.
Interesting. And how does it feel to be earthbound?
It is heavy. It is sad. It makes my other memories fade.
How many planets did we visit before we found Earth?
Thousands.
And was there life on all of these planets?
No, just water
Mm.
and rocks. Some life, but not much.
We've often heard that there are several different Earths. Did we visit many Earths?
They were like Earth, but not
Mm.
Earth.
Was Earth different than anything else that we had seen before?
Yes, it was new to us.
You said when we found it, it made us sad and we wanted to help them. When did we find Earth? What was happening on Earth when we found it?
It was life, but it was always fighting and struggling. Others, like us, thought it was a game. Their unkindness showed.
So there were other spirits or energies like us that were travelers that found Earth as well, but used it as a place to let out their unkind sides.
Yes, we are not supposed to influence anything, but they
Mm,
did.
I see. Did they take on like physical form and involve themselves in the chaos and fighting?
Sometimes they manipulated the physical form.
And do you know how many years ago it was that we found Earth?
Many thousands, maybe millions.
And were there humans on Earth when we found it?
Not yet, but soon after.
So, what was fighting on the Earth when we found it?
Different forms, wanting the same thing but for themselves.
Like alien forms or energies?
Yes, they manipulated all the physical. It was their game. The ones I know, they influenced their shape outside. Sometimes they took their shape directly. and got stuck.
They influence the shape of humans.
Yes,
So they introduced genetics into the creatures that were here to create the current shape of humans.
no, they changed their form from the outside. It was a slow game. Some made it, some did not.
What do you mean they changed the form from the outside?
Like the wind shapes the rocks, they molded them. Those that they did not like, they left to their own.
Interesting. So is this like early cavemen type humans?
Little humans, yes.
Little
Sometimes the
humans?
tails eroded, sometimes they made them go back to four legs.
Interesting. So this was before they were given very much knowledge or understanding of things. They were still pretty basic creatures at that point in time.
Yes, they did not think of anything else but their survival.
Were they like monkey or ape type animals?
Something more, something in between.
So humans had possessed the capability for darkness pretty much from the beginning of creation.
Yes, because of the influence.
And then it just continued to grow worse and worse.
Yes, they poured more of their darkness into them.
Interesting. So have you been, or have we been incarnating on Earth since then?
Yes,
Mm,
it is hard to leave.
yeah. Must have been a really heartbreaking unfolding over all these thousands or millions of years.
Yes, it is sad to see the darkness grow.
So if you are not able to disconnect from Earth, then what happens if Earth, the darkness takes over? Then what happens to Earth?
And I die with the earth.
Your soul dies with the Earth.
Yes,
So wouldn't it be worth it then to try to see if we can try to disconnect your soul from the Earth?
maybe. I have seen enough.
You don't mind if your soul dies with the Earth?
No, I could not save the earth. I should
Mm.
go with it.
Does your soul not have any other purpose other than saving Earth?
No, that is it.
Or have you just forgotten because you've been here for so long?
Maybe. Maybe I became used to earth and the darkness.
So if Earth is able to be saved and jump to a higher dimension, are you able to go with it, or do you have to stay with the old Earth?
There will always be one earth. The darkness just determines what kind.
So the Earth doesn't jump dimensions based on the frequency of the vibration on Earth?
No, can only shed the darkness and go back to the light.
And is that why the Earth has had many cataclysmic events? Is it attempting to shed the darkness?
Yes, it is trying. It will take a lot to get rid of it. Sometimes you have to destroy something to save it.
So have you witnessed or been a part of many cataclysms?
One did not work.
Which cataclysm were you a part of?
Ice. It was not so bad.
What was your involvement with that?
Trying to survive, trying to wipe out the darkness.
And do you actively try to participate in wiping out the darkness?
And try, but it is hard to keep going sometimes.
In
The
what
dark
ways do you try to wipe it out?
to restore balance, little by little.
And is there any information regarding this that you think would be helpful or valuable for people to know?
Cannot save everyone or everything. That is why the darkness takes over. For those that try to save it, it
Mm.
engulfs it instead.
Do I try to help save it as well?
Yes, you try.
How was I able to avoid it engulfing me?
You let go.
Was I ever earthbound as well?
Not for long. You knew.